first one's the playmaking pie chart. The pure playmaking. This one's usually the safest. It's not usually going to be the best build in the game, but it's usually the safest build to go with in the beginning of the year. Only because it can do a bit of everything. You'll see in the later that there's other builds that are dominant in one or two things, but this build all across the board is pretty good. See, it has 88 driving layup, 86 close shot, 79 driving dunk, and 12 finishing badges. It has good shooting, or decent shooting, great playmaking obviously, and 9 defensive badges, so that's one of the best you can go with. I don't see where you can go wrong with it. Built body shape, 6'5", so you want to be the tallest possible because you don't lose any speed. Might as well not go down any. Minimum wingspan so you can shoot the best. And playmaking takeover. It's usually the best thing you go with. Now for the badges. You want gold badge. You get mad gold badges for finishing. You get so many shooting badges for a non-shooting pie chart. Like difficult shots, green machine, quick draw, range extender, and hot zone hunter. Those are the key badges, unless you want Deadeye. This build I didn't go crazy on the playmaking only because I knew that playmaking badges aren't really that important. They're important, but you don't even need 23. You only need 20 maybe. But the defense on this build, for a non-defensive build, this is probably the best defense you're gonna get, only because it's the most versatile. Okay, next build is going to be the pure sharpshooting pie chart. Only reason you go with this is because usually day one you struggle to shoot. So this build is gonna give, I guess, all your needs for shooting, because you get 95 off rip. And since the new system they have that they'll probably keep, since this is for PS4 2K21, they're probably gonna keep it the same. I don't see them changing anything too drastic. So see, you get decent playmaking, excellent shooting, driving stuff, and decent defense. But I wouldn't recommend this over the other ones. I feel like both of those are better. But if you want to go with this one, maybe you're in the corner. But that's the only reason I see going with this build. Okay, for the badges, you don't get really any finishing, so we're not even going to bother with that. But shooting is where it's at. Look at that. Hall of Fame hot zone, range extender, quick draw, green machine, Deadeye, difficult shots. You even get volume. These are just extras. You don't really need all of this. You really don't, but this is going to help with your shooting a lot. So day one, you shouldn't struggle too much if you can get a couple badges. For the playmaking, you get a decent amount for a non-playmaking build. I'm not really mad with it. Personally, I need more playmaking, but for people that aren't dribble heads and don't dribble that much, I guess it's fine. Defense is crazy on this build. It's actually underrated. They think pure sharps can't play defense, they really can. Okay, next and final build, the play shot. This is the build that I used most of the year. It's since 19, one of the best builds for point guards, probably the best. And this year wasn't the best, but people started using it again towards the end of the year. And it turns out that it's one of the best builds in the game, even though that's not that big of a surprise. Okay, for the height, 6'4" I would go with, just so you can get the extra height. Minimum weight for the acceleration, minimum wingspan so you can get more shooting and ball handling. I go with sharp take, because it's the most overpowered, I would say. Because play take, I could care less. Anyway, for the finishing, you want to go with acrobat and fancy footwork, shooting, green machine silver. It doesn't really matter, but these are the ones that are good for this game. It'll probably change, the meta will change, but for now, these are the badges you're gonna go with. I'll probably make an updated one towards the release of 2K21. Playmaking badges, get an insane amount of playmaking badges. You don't really need all these, but you can probably put it on bailout and all the stuff you actually need. But this is probably the build that I'm gonna use. This is probably going to be my day one. I don't see why I would change it, because you can get pretty much everything on this build. Your playmaking and sharpshooting are elite, and you really don't need anything.